Hi, I'm Tanya Kearan. I'm the co-founder of Scaly Adventures and the director of education, but you might know me best as Scaly Mom. I'm here with my Scaly friend Peaches, and what you're about to see is additional footage, behind the scenes things that just would not fit into that 30-minute episode. It was just so good though, because the professionals that we film with are passionate about sharing their knowledge with the next generation. So check out this educational footage and make sure to stay tuned to scalyadventures.com for a whole lot more.
All right, guys, so we're here at Dollywood's glass blowing shop, and I'm with Chris Szaton, and he's one of the craftsmen here that does this art. And Chris, thanks for having us here today. You got something pretty cool in your hand, and this is actually something you've made here in the shop today.
Yeah, this is a pumpkin. This is what we call a blown piece. This is actually the opening where you blow the air into it. Before we actually start making this, the opening is attached to the blowpipe.
Okay.
It starts out much smaller than this, about the size of a ping pong ball.
Really?
Yeah, and it's a couple layers of glass that we get on the end of the pipe and add this orange and gold color to.
Wow.
And you keep blowing it up every little bit so often. It takes usually about 10 to 20 minutes to make a piece about this size.
Amazing.
Then you have to let it cool off.
Okay.
Cooling off is the hard part. You have to be really patient because it takes all night
Wow.
for this to drop from about 900 degrees down to room temperature where you can touch it.
Wow.
If you cool it off faster than that, it breaks every time. Won't last more than a couple minutes out here in the open air.
There goes all your handiwork, right?
Right, exactly. It's happened many times before.
So walk me through the process of how you would actually create that, because I see certain things here like dry tanks and glory holes and what I think is called a lair. And so tell me a little bit about how you would do that.
Okay, well, it starts with what we call the day tank.
Okay.
The day tank holds all the glass. There's a big, great bowl in there. We call it a crucible. The crucible contains the molten liquid glass.
Okay.
At 2100 degrees, which is what that's set at, it's almost exactly like honey. It looks like it feels like it even drips off the pipe layer.
Wow.
Now that honey doesn't stay very hot very long, so that's when we have the glory hole.
Okay.
We get the glass out and we have to work with it for longer than about a minute. We use that furnace to heat it back up. Now the leer is something totally separate. When we're finished with the piece,
Right.
that's where it goes. It stays at 900 degrees the entire day, and every piece we make gets put inside.
Wow.
Now at the end of the day, it turns from a holding furnace into a cooling oven. It cools down very slow over the course of about 10 hours. Then you can get the glass out. So we work from left to right, all the way.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see you do this, because I watched a little bit of it and I was just amazed. So let's go ahead and check out how you do this. This is really cool.
Great, right?
Awesome.
Okay, now because the glass is so liquid, means you can't really get all that you need at once. The way to get a little bit more is to let the glass cool off and set up. So right now, it drips a lot, and I'm just hanging out. The thicker the glass gets, the more I'll be able to get next time when we go into the furnace. This is all clear glass, so if we want to color it, we add the color out of tins. Little chipped up pieces of glass that stick right to it. We usually do a couple rolls, give it a little time to melt a little bit, and get a little bit more on there. Now this is orange. It's actually going to look pretty burnt when we get the color going, but it'll always turn back to that bright orange. Now we're melting those little pieces of color onto the glass so that the surface really smooths out. We'll blow a bubble in there, but you always want to blow a bubble into something that's very neat. So we're going to shape it first. This is a wooden tool. The only reason it's not catching fire is because it's kept in a bucket of water. Always keep it in a bucket of water to make sure it doesn't burn up. Okay, I'm going to blow a little bubble now. then there it goes. Stop it. Now if we're making a pumpkin, we want to put the dents in next. So we're going to use a mold to do that, that one on the table there. Got to be really hot. We're going to put the gold color on. Okay, now we melt that color a little bit and we'll finish blowing it up. Make sure you can get it off the pipe. And that's where this little dent comes in. It's called the scoring mark. It's a pressure point in the glass. Later on we'll use it to break the glass free from the pipe. So up at the top is where the stem's going to go. Make the dent as small as we can, and then we flatten out the bottom, and we're just going to let the pumpkin create a little divot right there. It's actually falling back towards the ground, and we'll push the area where the stem goes up into the pumpkin. Okay, now with this tool, we're cooling that little dent off. Glass likes to break where it's cold. If it's too hot, it's like trying to break a candy bar. It just doesn't work, it doesn't come off. Now, when we take this off or when we come out of the heat, we don't have that long to work on it. Usually you have about a minute to work on the glass. And if you keep it out of the heat for longer than a couple minutes, breaks every time. It just gets too cold. So we're going to add the stem to this. The metal bar acts like a heat sponge. It just absorbs the heat from the glass, creates a stress point. That's where the stem goes. That optic mold again to give this some texture too. First, we want to get it off the metal, so we pull and roll, and then we dip it into the mold. Now, we like to make the stems really long and curly. So we're going to wrap it around this bar. Got to get the bar out of there fast because it heats up and expands, the glass cools off and contracts. If it gets caught in there, the stem is gone. You have to break it. Now right on the end is a very sharp edge to To get rid of that, we're going to use this torch. Just heat it up right there. This glass also lusters a little bit when you use the torch on it. Now it goes into the leer. We get it in there as soon as we can. We only have about another 30 seconds or so before you hear that little crack. The oven's big enough to fit most of the work we can make in a day. We keep it open for about 30 seconds at a time because that temperature is very, very important. It enters what we call a strain point right at that temperature. That's when the glass starts to shrink. If it shrinks too fast, it just cracks. There's no issue about it. So we leave it in there for about 10 hours. We'll get it out tomorrow morning.
Alright guys, so I'm here with Kearan Dykes, and she is a master craftsman of candles, and this is just something really cool that she's going to be showing me how to do here. She's been doing it for a very long time, am I correct?
Correct.
Awesome. And so this is something that goes through generations of families, so she's been doing this for a long time, and she was taught by somebody else too, who learned it from another person. So could you explain to us what we're going to be doing here?
Sure, we're going to be making a carved candle. It's actually called a Scandinavian ribbon candle. We're going to hold this in for just a few seconds. That'll put some heat into it.
Okay.
And then we'll be dipping it from wax to water, wax to water. And I am so glad you're here because I'm going to let you do some of the dipping.
Awesome.
The dipping is not my favorite thing.
Okay then.
So you get to do part of the dipping, okay?
That's what I'm here for.
All right, good. I like backup.
All right.
Now, wax is a petroleum product. It comes from our oil companies.
Okay.
It used to be the sludge or the throwaway from your petroleum companies, and then they started refining it, and they came up with the wax.
Oh wow.
Okay. Before that, most of your candles were actually made with animal fat. So you know, the pioneer ladies, that we're told that they used to save their animal fat for like 6 to 9 months at a time.
Oh wow.
So it had to smell terrible.
Yeah,
You know.
I was going to say that wouldn't be a very scented
Yeah.
candle.
No, it wasn't. Not a good scent anyway.
No, no.
But before that, I mean, candles date all the way back to the biblical times, because when man first discovered fire, he also discovered that if he put his meat over the fire, the drippings would drip into the fire and make a bright glow. So therefore, he took the fat from the animals, using just twigs, sticks, anything he could come up with to use as his wick.
Wow.
Today, we use woven cotton wicking, the same as they did back in the late early 1900s, just
That is
regular
awesome.
woven cotton.
So how many times do you need to dip this back and forth?
That's the reason I'm glad you asked. About 30 to 40 times
Oh, wow.
into the wax and the same amount of times into the water. So altogether, it's going to be dipped about 60 to 80 times.
Okay.
If you'll stir this for me, please, we're going to let you dip the light blue.
Okay,
And
and
we're just
hold.
about ready. Okay, we're going to go into the blue.
All right.
Let me get you going back into the white.
Awesome.
Now, when you do this, you want to make sure you wipe your candle with your hand.
Okay.
We're trying to remove any water that might be on our candle, because since wax is a petroleum product and an oil product, you know, oil and water doesn't mix.
No.
So if we get any wax into our water, the wax will simply float right to the top. We can take our strainer and strain it off.
Wow.
If we get any water off of our candle into the wax, the water is going to sink to the bottom of the wax, and there it will eventually evaporate because of the heat of the wax.
What's interesting, I find, is that the candle isn't that hot as you're touching it.
No, it isn't, but it's still just a little bit warm, and we want to keep enough of heat in our candle in order to be able to get our 5 to 7 minutes of carving time.
Wow, so you really got to get down to it.
You gotta go pretty quick sometimes. Yes.
All right. Back in the white.
Back in the white.
All right, here's hit it. Sorry.
Watch me fail. All right.
Ready? Right back up.
And then do I just
Let it drip.
immediately
Just there
over
you
it?
go. Now go to the water.
Okay.
Right in and right back out. It'll float right back to the top.
Okay.
Wipe it with your hand. Easily. There you go.
Can you
There
tell
you
I'm
go.
not good at this?
You're doing fine for a first timer.
All right. There we go. And then drip
All right.
back in the water. And then wipe it off. And then how many times do we do this?
Till I tell you to stop. Okay.
All right. Just gonna let me sit here for a minute.
Sure, you've got lots of dips to go.
All right. The hardest part is just not getting the wax all smudged with my hands.
Well, that's the reason you have to do it kind of easily.
Okay. I'm a teenager. I'm not known for my steadiness.
Okay, now this time we're going to go into the dark blue over there.
Okay, so wipe it off. So the main reason you get the water off is just so that you don't have to deal with it at the bottom?
Correct.
Okay.
And you don't have to, if it's on your hand, then it doesn't go in the wax.
Ooh. That's a different color.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be our dark blue stripe on that.
All right. So what you're doing is you're basically layering
Right.
this? Oh, right.
Uh-huh.
Whoops.
You're layering on. You're correct. All right, now go ahead. Now you're going to dip it about 6 or 8 times in the blue there.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I'm gonna break here.
Oh, yep. Right off.
Wipe it off. There you go. Go ahead and into your blue a couple more times at least. And then I'll take back over for the white. How will that be?
Yes.
Okay.
Since I am nowhere near as skilled at this. All right, white.
Let's go another time in the blue.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Seems I got some confetti colors on there.
That's all right.
All right. And then the drip.
Uh-huh.
And
And into the water.
All
And
right.
then we'll trade places again.
Okay.
And I'll finish this one off with the white, okay?
All right. There's a reason she's called the master craftsman, because you saw what I did. Now she's gonna undo what I did.
Not quite. Yours is going to come out here in just a few minutes.
All right.
Your colors will come out fine.
Moving.
Are you not recording for a second?
No,
Here's
it's
on
still
the next
recording.
thing, ask her about her mentor, and when is so that Dad can get that on camera.
Hold on, wait, please.
I believe we're about ready to carve.
May make your shot a bit easier.
We'll let you say it in a second. We'll let you carve, okay?
All right.
Now this is our trimmings. We're going to actually recycle these. Since this is blue and white, we're going to throw these right back into our light blue and recycle them. We try to recycle just as much as we possibly can in order to be conservative. We probably are one of the shops that recycle more things in this shop than any other shop on the park because
That
we
is awesome.
recycle everything.
So you were saying that you learned this from somebody. Now, who taught you? Could you tell us a little bit about that?
The lady who I used to go watch make these, and I'd say, "Oh man, I wished I could make those things." Her name is Betty Dyer,
Okay.
and Betty came from a long line of candle makers. Her aunt was a candle maker, and her grandmother was a candle maker. Now you got to remember, Betty's in her mid-90s.
Wow.
So her grandmother would have dated all the way back into the late early 1900s.
Oh my gosh. That is amazing.
We started out wrong on this one, but that's all right. It's still going to be pretty.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
You can see here where I've cut it twice. You can see there where we've cut
Right.
it twice. Okay, we're going to place the one on the inside first.
Okay.
And then we're going to place the one on the outside.
Okay.
What I'm doing is I'm trying to place the two from the insides together, and then the two from the outsides are placed together.
Okay.
And hopefully when we get all the way around, they match up. All right,
Oh,
there we
wow.
go. Now there's our bottom row, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and do the next row, and then I'm going to let you try it.
Let me fail. All right.
Okay. But remember, there's no failures. We don't lose a thing. If it doesn't come out right, if it doesn't come out like we want it, we can simply recycle it again because these colors go together. Okay?
That's good. So that's why you would never do like red and blue and purple.
Well, you can do red and blue and purple because red and blue makes purple.
Okay.
So you can still recycle it back into the purple.
See, look at me. I
See?
can't even get the colors right.
Now, if we did green and red, that usually turns into an ugly brown.
Ooh.
And we don't like ugly brown. All right, you want to try your hand?
All right.
All right, have a seat.
Okay, here. There we go.
Now, what you're going to do is you're going to slice right about there.
Okay.
And just slice down, okay? Thin slice, like you're slicing potato or peeling potatoes. Do you peel potatoes at home?
No, I do not.
Well, you
not
better
frequently. So like
A
that.
little thinner. Come on, you're all right. You just keep going.
There we go. And when do I stop?
Right there.
All right.
That's good. Go all the way around.
Thinner, like.
Little thick on that one too.
Oh, okay.
Don't have to get a little thinner. Now that's a pretty good one right there. Yes. All right. He's getting the potatoes down.
Now watch, it'll take me 20 minutes to peel a potato at home because I'll have to get it just right.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay,
we've
now
already
you're going
done
to
that.
place these,
Okay.
okay? What you're going to do here is you're just going to roll this down like that right there.
All right.
Okay? So start rolling.
Okay, so I roll it just back over the other one?
Just roll it straight down.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Right over, kind of over the top of the other one.
Hey, that doesn't look too
And
terrible.
I'll turn it around so you can get a couple more there.
Right.
I'll help you out a little bit too.
Okay, so just take it.
Okay.
And this time we're going to loop it over our finger.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get this next one because it's a little bit thin. Where's that thin one? No, maybe that was it. Okay. All right. Your turn.
All right, so just take my finger right here and just
You might want to use your little finger. I
Okay.
think your fingers are a little larger than mine.
and just like that.
That's it. All right. There you
Okay.
go. We'll go for the next one. There you go. Go for the next one. All right.
And we got one more here. All right.
All right. We need to go up just a tad
Oh.
more here and a tad more here. And there we got it.
I
Okay.
have sausage fingers, so
That's all right. All right, now you're going to do the next one again, and you're going to do
Okay.
it just about like you did the other one. You know,
Alright.
down towards the bottom there. Okay. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Just fold right back
Just
over
fold it right back down.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. All right.
Let's see here.
Take off. Just make it touch. There you go. It takes a lot of practice for these. She was right behind me telling me exactly what to do. So that's the reason I think that it happened. Okay. Now this one you're going to roll down again, just
Roll
like
down.
this.
Okay.
Okay.
All
You
right.
roll it down again.
Let's see.
But she said on some people she'd had 50 people and still didn't get a sellable one.
Wow.
So you're doing an excellent job.
Who would have thought I would have had a thing for candle making?
Exactly.
All right.
See, you can do anything as long as you've got to have some practice. That's the main thing. You've got to have practice. It's starting to get a little cool on us, so our cuts are going to be a little bit harder to do.
Okay.
So I'm just going to let you place these for me, okay?
All right.
And what we're going to do here is we're going to place them like this. You're going to turn this one, and then we're going to turn this one, and we're going to turn this one.
Okay.
Now, you're going to start and you're going to turn it back this
All
way
right.
to meet, okay?
Okay. So twist it back that way.
Meet up at the top.
Meet there.
Okay,
Hey, that didn't turn
there
out
you
that
go.
bad.
You're doing a great job.
All right.
All right. Now we're going to do one more cut here on the top, and then
Okay.
we're going to try to get our little cuts down the side.
All right.
Okay. And this time we're just going to go to the center like this
Okay.
and meet. To the center and meet, okay?
All right.
There you go.
So let's see. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And, oh,
Whoops. That's all right.
there we go.
You're doing a great job. This is very difficult. It really is. You have to have a warm candle. If you don't have a warm candle, it's really hard to do.
I would bet.
Okay. Now we're going to try our little carving tool on the inside, on our end of our knife here.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to slice down like that right there, and then I'm going to twist it right back up,
Okay.
putting it right back into the same place that I've taken it out of.
Oh, wow.
Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 twists on this one, okay?
6, okay.
Mm-hmm. So you want to try this one?
All right, I'll give that a shot.
Okay, there you go.
So 1, whoop,
We'll count them after.
3, 4.
Are you left-handed?
5, 6. I am right-handed, actually.
Okay.
All right, and then
Wait,
just
wait, hang on a second.
Oop.
Let's count them this way. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got to
Oh.
go one more time.
All right. And then 6. Do I push it back in?
Now we're going to turn it to the white.
Okay.
Down around to the white. There we go.
And lay it right
We
back
make
in.
it.
Okay.
And lay it right back in. We're putting it right back into the same place we've taken it out of, okay?
Okay.
So that looks pretty good.
All
pretty
right.
good. Now this time we're just going to cut here.
Okay.
And we're going to cut here.
All right.
And we're just going to twist it.
Okay.
See, we only have like 5 to 7 minutes to do the carving work on this one, and I can tell it's getting pretty cool. Because it's taking us a little bit longer, but that's all right. We'll work with it. And like I said, we can always recycle it
Okay.
if we want to, and that way we can, or you can take it home as yours.
Oh yeah.
Okay. This kind of makes a little bow here on the top, or we call it our butterfly design, because we've got that little short blonde-headed lady,
Oh yes.
you know, who has the big long fingernails, wears great big high heel shoes, and loves butterflies.
Oh yes.
So we'll just kind of make it into a butterfly, because she likes
Awesome.
her butterflies. Okay. Now we're going to level this again by putting it onto the griddle.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and cut out the top here too. This is a cute little top that we cut out because it's just got a pretty little star-shaped design to it.
Oh, how cool.
And this too, we also recycle it as well. We just throw it back in and remelt it. We can use it on something else. It'll melt right back into our vat. And I'm crooked on this one. Oh well. There's not anything that's perfect. Okay. Let's get this one right here just a little bit deeper. All right. Now we're going to level this by putting it onto the griddle back here.
All right.
Very important for your candles, any candle, to be setting level and free from any draft in order for it to burn properly.
Oh, wow.
And this is how we level the bottoms of all of our candles, because when they come out of the mold, they come out of the mold with roughness around the edges, and then we have to trim it up and then level it by using the griddle.
Okay.
Did you see our little star-shaped design good?
Oh yes, that's awesome. Turned out better than I can do it.
Okay, let's go back and give it a little look over here. Make sure we've got them all kind of where we want them to be, because they have the tendency of kind of moving on us. Okay? Do you see any that's moved that needs to be lifted up or uplifted or down lifted, or there
I
was a little
can't see a
piece of
thing.
blue. All right, now we're going to dip it into our wax over here.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
This
Make
is
it all
just a,
shiny.
You're gonna get just this and then hold it up and
we'll let you dip it. Okay?
Okay, hold on.
This is our final wax we're going to dip it into, and you're just going to dip it right in and right back out very quickly. Now, anytime you dip anything into a hot wax, you hold on.
Oh, all right.
Anytime you dip anything into a hot wax, bring it up into the air. It'll leave little drips on the bottom. So this
Okay.
time we're just going to tap it on the counter here. It may stick, but it'll come up.
All right. How many times do
About 3 or 4. Very good. Very good.
All right. Do I need to let go?
Yeah, I got
All
it
right.
this time. Okay. All right. Good job.
Awesome.
We did an awesome job.
I think we
Give me
did.
five. All right.
That was awesome.
Woo, what a big hand.
2, 1, break.
Perfect.